Today I have a lot of special pieces to show you in this Zara haul. I'm going to start with my favorite piece, and that is this black button-down poplin blouse. It has a beautiful collar. It starts on one side a little bit shorter, and then it wraps itself around completely and hangs just a little bit lower on this side. And I also love where the buttons start, because it allows for your neck to be elongated. It shows just a touch of décolleté, so it's a very tastefully sexy way to wear a button down. And then also you have on the cuffs these two buttons that close it up. I particularly would have preferred one more button in the middle because I think it would have just added to the allure of this blouse. It's very special. In my opinion, this is a great blouse to wear to the office, especially if you know that you have an event to go to afterwards. It can also be worn with jeans to help dress up just a casual look. Very effortless. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm too lazy to type in the description box. I've taken the liberty to keep the tags on so you can just screenshot if this is something that you're interested in. Moving on to another gorgeous button down. This white blouse is another special piece in my opinion. I just really love the detailing of the collar. I love the laser cutout throughout the blouse and sleeves. There's also another two button closure. Again, I would have preferred a third one right in the middle. And the back is very plain. And I really loved the puffed sleeves. It adds such a Victorian look. Once again, a very easy way to elevate your look without putting too much effort into the thought. Here's the ticket so that you can get your screenshot. Here's a beautiful sweater that I think is just so festive without being overly festive with the typical colors. I love the fact that it comes with this velvet bow that's stitched at the top so it's just not flopping all over the place. And then I love the way the bottom of the bow hangs so delicately with the rhinestone accent for decoration. It's got these gorgeous billowy balloon sleeves that taper off at the cuff, and the sweater itself also tapers down along the waist. I particularly like the texture of this sweater. It's very fluffy, almost a faux fur, if you will. And I think that it just adds a different touch for a holiday season. Typically in Zara jeans, I take a size 12, the same thing in H&M pants, size 12, so the large works well for me. The next sweater is from Topshop. I love this sweater. It's really giving me the vibe of Isabelle Marant. And I know I'm not saying it right, but I'm not French by nature, so there you have it. I really appreciate how the cable knitting allows for a more structured shoulder, almost a vest-like appearance. And it's not an itchy sweater. I wore this when I modeled it without an undershirt. I'm trying to see if I could find... Okay, so this is a little bit oversized, a tad bit too oversized for me actually. In the US, it's a size 12, which is a UK large. I probably would have been better off ordering a 10, but my biggest concern is I'd rather be slightly oversized with the chunky knits than too tight. It's not a good look. It's definitely a warm sweater. You are not going to freeze in this, and the sleeve has a beautiful detailing going alongside. The back is just very plain. All of the party is in the front. This next jumper is a collaboration that was done with H&M. It is the Pringle of Scotland and H&M, and I love this take on the argyle. It's blown up, or rather magnified, and then if you look closely you can see detailing in the stitching between each of the diamonds. I just really like the effect. It's got a drop shoulder, and the cuffs and waist match the collar, so it has beautiful finishes. And again, it gives that balloon sweater feel, so you feel nice and cozy if you have any undershirts. Off. Well, who's calling me right now? If you wanted to layer up for the winter, you're not going to feel bulky in the armpit area. It gives a lot of forgiving room in that area, and it's just a very nice piece of clothing. I really like this. Again, this is soft, it's not itchy. When I modeled this, I wore it without an undershirt underneath, and very cozy, very snuggly. Moving on to the bottoms. I chose two of the same, obviously different colors. These are leather legging trousers. The waist doesn't have any belt loops. There's no zipper in the front or in the back. The zipper is actually on the side. And I like that actually. It's a lot easier to put on. You already have the hardest part tucked in. That's why I like it. But what I especially like about these trousers is the fact that on the inside, I love that it's microfiber on the inside, and it just adds to a coziness when you're wearing this. These I picked up in an extra large because I tried on what Zara's website told me was my size, which is large. However, it felt a bit tight, so I decided to go up a size. These are a mid-rise, and here is the SKU. I did try on both colors for you just because I feel sometimes a color just changes the whole look of something. I left one of the front zippers on the trousers open so that you could see how it looks. You know, what's good about these zippers in the front is if you wanted to wear this with a grungy boot, you could just leave this open in case it doesn't fit. Otherwise, you have a skinny ankle effect with it closed. I thought this next piece was a really fun article of clothing to add to my wardrobe. I love this satiny feel. I also really love the juxtapose of like a chunky knit sweater and maybe worn with some combat boots or some chunky boots, because it's just tones down, you know, the extra femininity. Not that femininity, I can't say that word. What's wrong with me? It tones down how delicate the skirt is. And it also gives you more options on how you can wear this. You know, when that pleated skirt trend came out, that was not my style at all. I couldn't get with it. But this is so beautiful. It's so flowy. I love this color so much. And I find it to be so... How many times can I say so? I find that it just really falls nicely on the silhouette. So here is the ticket. What size did I pick this up in? Okay, I picked this up. This is slightly too big for me, but that's okay because my intention with this skirt is to wear it with sweaters. So that's why I picked up a 14. Don't judge. I'm not a 14 yet. I mean, no, well, hopefully not yet. Okay. Get it together. Get it together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Namaste. Okay. Here's the SKU. Of course, the battery's running out. Now, I know I told you I was a size 12 in Zara jeans. There is an exception. These are super stretchy. Last year, I bought the special price jeans similar to this, but more in a gray acid wash. And okay, that's neither here nor there. So I realized that throughout the course of the day, they started to feel a little baggy, especially in, you know, the crotch area, TMI, but that's the truth. So I picked these up in a 10, and they're called the 80s high waist. Love them so much. I thought that they were completely undistressed, but apparently they put this little rip right here. This is about as deep as my fingers can go in the pockets. Semi-useless pockets in the front. Then they have that fifth pocket, which a little bit more useful. And then in the back, you have fully functioning back pockets, and it feels so much better in this region. I just loved these trousers that I picked up. I loved how delicately there was a pinstripe happening. You know, I didn't even realize there was a pocket. Oh, it's just a pocket decoration. It's not an actual functioning pocket. It comes with belt loops, and it flares out at the bottom. Another great thing about these trousers is that they're lined all the way down to below the knee. So when you put them on, you're not going to have this rough feeling of the fabric going down, especially when you're wearing tights in the winter for that extra added layer of warmth. I need to go have them taken up just a bit, but I intend to wear these so that just, you know, you just get a peekaboo look of the front of my shoe. I think this is another day to night option. It's very elegant. I just really loved it. In case I forgot to mention earlier, the two honorable mentions, Topshop and H&H. I bought a top and bottom from both. That skirt was H&M. The Argyle Pringle was H&M. And these jeans are also from Topshop. They are a mom jean. They're very comfortable. I love the material. It feels very rugged and very sturdy. They came cuffed. I haven't tried to see how they fit without them cuffed, but I'll probably just leave it like that. Both pockets in the front are very roomy. It's also got that 5th pocket, and in the back you also have some functioning pockets here. My size was a length 30, waist, don't judge, 32. And let's see if I can find the skew. Here we go. Here's the skew. And they're just really comfortable. I'm going to see about getting a boot cut because I like the material. I'm super impressed with it. Okay, now this is another truly special piece, in my opinion, from Zara. It is a high-waisted, almost like a cigarette style. Is that what they call a cigarette skirt? Very high-waisted. I love the buttons on this. I love the gold detailing around the buttons. It's a gorgeous tweed material. In the front, it has just at the knee slit, so again, it's tastefully sexy. The pockets are functioning, and in the back it closes with this invisible zipper back here, and it's virtually undetectable once you zip up the skirt. And this was $69.90, but I think it's worth the price. Another, in my opinion, office tonight look easily. This is so elegant. I love this skirt. Now we're moving into outerwear. I told you this was a haul. Getting into the first bag over here. I'm wearing the Kelly Return bracelet. Moving along.